Morning blend. It's no secret getting old can be tough, and many would give up just about anything to maintain their youth.
So what's led to the negative feelings, and is it one generation more than the other? Producer Micah has more.
Getting older, many Americans fear those words. In fact, a new Harris Poll survey actually found more than half of Americans would be willing to say adios to their smartphone and even the internet if they could stop the aging process. And here to explain the biggest concerns people have about age and what medical advances are on the horizon is President and CEO of Mertz North America, that's Bill Humphreys. Alongside him is Julie. Julie is a stroke survivor who's here to encourage you to find a doc who's up to speed on the latest treatments. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Morning, Mike.
Bill, we mentioned some of these things that people would be willing to give up to stop the aging process. So what are these main concerns people have with getting older?
Sure. So, Micah, we did a Harris poll of 1,000 Americans, and this was about 3 months ago, leading up to the launch of the upper limb spasticity indication for our product Xeomin. And we really wanted to understand attitudes and facts as Americans were feeling. And what we found is baby boomers were tending to be pretty positive about adequate health care and receiving that health care and also maintaining independence, when millennials were sort of negative. And as you pointed out, more than 50% of those polled actually were willing to give up the internet, their smartphone, and actually even sex for 1 year if they could stop the aging process altogether. So this is really on the top of people's minds. The other thing we found out is that the biggest fear that people had was pain.
And with that, I'm a millennial, so I can definitely agree. A lot of my friends are afraid of hitting that upper ages. I mean, I'm about to turn 30 myself, so there you go.
Yeah. So, and the goal of this, as you mentioned, was thinking about pain. Upper limb spasticity is a affliction that is post-stroke. And so think of a patient that can't move their left arm and their left hand is clenched closed. Their quality of life is completely changed. And, it's like a shooting pain through your arm, and your ability to put your hair in a ponytail, to open a bottle of water, to drive your car, to open your car door, daily activities really changes. And so part of getting this out there is to really encourage patients who are maybe suffering in silence to get out there and talk to their physicians, because there are treatments available. And right now, 1.8 million Americans are diagnosed each year with adult spasticity. And so we really want them to take the initiative to talk to their healthcare providers.
And Julie, you were diagnosed with this, correct, after suffering a stroke?
Yes, I was. About 6 years after my stroke, I was diagnosed with ULS.
Can you kind of describe the symptoms that you faced with it?
Yes, it was a terribly uncomfortable, painful feeling of burning and stabbing and stinging, as if you had opened the top of my arm and poured hot coffee or ice water down in there. It was incredibly painful.
And within your diagnosis journey, you were able to find help, correct?
Yes, I was eventually. After 6 years of searching, I found help.
And basically for those in that same scenario, it's basically saying there is hope. Bill, what medical advances are there in hopes that we can see these in the future?
Well, you currently have neurotoxins that are available to help, so that would relax the muscles and eventually, hopefully, allow the patient to open their hand and resume some of their day-to-day activities. So that's a real big focus, and I think people need to tune into the National Stroke Association, who we're partnering with to get the message out and really understand what the opportunities are.
Well, we appreciate you guys taking the time out this morning and joining us this morning and bringing more awareness to this just to get it out there. So Julie, thank you for sharing that.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Micah.
All right, guys, thank you so much. And you don't have to be concerned about aging. Stay healthy and maintain independence by seeing a doctor that can help you live life to the fullest. For more details on how, just visit the website on your screen. We'll also have this on our website with Julie's story again. Guys, back over to you.